All right, let's have a look at market. I took two trades, or I took one trade today. There was another trade also that I could have taken, but I had already locked my trade in, and there was some other complication that happened with the trade. So it was pound, just like this, right? And the background to this trade is this. I was simply waiting for price to go outside of this session. This is 1 hour, right? And so Asia, we go outside the session, as you see, right? And I target the high, but I felt like it was a little bit low, and I pulled it a bit higher up to 2R. We didn't really get there, but when we got above Asia, I locked the trade and I trailed it somewhat, and then I went out for a walk. And so let's go on M5. So we had like this. I go for a walk. We're somewhere here, and here I think, and then I go back on the computer, not this one, the other machine, bigger screen, whatever, etc. But I come back to the computer and I see that, well, price is here, and there's no stop, there's no take profit either, and so I decided at point here somewhere, I think, just manually close everything, make sure everything's closed, and figure out what happened. And I did figure it out, and apparently I didn't know about this because I never had used the function before. I mean, I recently started trading with a trading view, this tool. You put in this tool on chart and connecting it to Trade of 8, and apparently if you trade like I tested it out with the demo as well, right, later on, and so apparently this connection to Trade of 8, I mean it's Apex, right, to Trading View, the position that I have that is live, that will still be on the chart, but if I'm filled, then both of the other two orders, which is the stop and the take profit, that's two orders, right? They are removed within the time specified, and I specify a time to get filled, not to delete the orders, but that was what had happened. And to counter that, I think we're gonna have to go for end of day orders at least, or like good till cancelled, if I couldn't find the option. But yeah, so I tested it, so I put on the paper right account as well, and I put some trades on to see what's up, and apparently, yeah, it's this connection to the secondary trading system that does this. So but hey, you know, I got out for +1R. Yeah, and I'm also gonna go through something else. Let's see if this, okay, we're back, or well, I paused it, but yeah, you won't notice it. Yeah, I'm also gonna go over something else. So the other trade that was available today, so the London here indication is my trade. I'll put on trades during this time, but I mean, to be completely honest, like the London session is, I mean, it's still active, right? It's active way over here. So, I mean, there was a trade over here to take if I would be at the chart, and the break is here, and there's a small overlapping gap here, and there's also, so, and I'm going to go over now model B, because I went over the first model the other day, and so the model B is at the close, which creates the change. I can enter on market order, so I would be entering here, and I would be stopping here, you know, initially, right? But for the market, for the B system, I can take the stop down to the block, which is these two candles here, right? Because I find I don't have a lot of data on this, but since I'm entering lower, I need some reason to move the stop, and yeah, it was close this time. But I need some reason to move the stop, and I have seen many times that, well, we only really touch the gap, and then we go. If it's going to go, if it's going to close here, it's going to go past anyway, right? So for now, it will have to be like this. Yeah, and yeah, I could have had my stop somewhere here initially as well, right? But so yeah, and that is the model B. I have a better, more stronger explanation. So the model B trade for this would be here, and so London is still here. So this is the session that we we are in. So I wouldn't be targeting that. I mean, it's a double low over here. I would maybe be targeting that double lows, right? For 1.8, that's pretty cool. Or like the next obvious level is the low here, which just happened to coincide with, I mean, look, not on the euro it was more evident, but still, yeah, never mind. So the next previous level is here, and this is probably like an H4 low, and this is probably an H1 low, etc., etc. But yeah, so targeting this is a 1.5, nothing wrong with that, but yeah, I would probably think like, you know, we are part of London, the energy within London creates this, and we should go beyond this, and I will try to find something like this. I did not take that though, so we can remove them. I have an example of the B model though, and I have it, I think, on a picture. Let's see. All right, yes, and here it is. So I made this yesterday after looking at the chart. So this is previous day action, and this example is on dollar yen. We have 5 minutes to the left, we have 1 hour to the right, and so the idea is, well, first of all, look at the H1 box that is outlined, and notice that you see H1 power is up. Well, in general, power is up, right? But if we look in even more detail, we can see that power came from here and closed higher and higher and higher, and there are no more gaps. So, well, the only imbalance is here, right? Let's zoom into it to see. The only imbalance is here, and that's why the box top is there. So this is because the energy from here created a new high. At this point, what we can see, we see this high over here, right, when we are trading, right? And so because there's an imbalance, that means this move has some power. According to me, the imbalance might be a bit high up in this case, but this is an example after all. So H1 power is up, box covering FVG or gap or whatever, and OB. So yeah, block and gap, and entry would be inside of the box, meaning this box right here. And we now move to the M5, which we have some more detailed action. This is the signal, right? Blue, boom, switch, and we enter. So we enter on a market. So here on the chart, here we are, Asia, this square box, and London starts. This is at my time. I decide that London starts at 8, right? And then we have the double low, because this is, we come down, spike, 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 something spikes, we don't close beyond this, we don't close beyond this. This is within the same structure, meaning according to me this is a double low, and this is the high that created the energy down there. So when this is broken, we then have a switch. So this is broken by this, the switch is created upon closure above, and we can enter, and the most recent block is this, right, the white and the black, and I just go like that, and the covers the precise block, meaning the latest one, not the low. So that's why entry is here, and that's why the stop is there, and we target this model B, right? TP high of previous session in this case, right? It's normal and looks like a 2 for 1, whatever. And yeah, yesterday I will say, because I don't have much more to add for explaining this, but yesterday there was straight 3 winners on model B, and it's funny because on the machine I keep 3 of the FX pairs up all the time on hourly, and all the 3 models, yeah, they all hit targets at the same time. It was glorious to see it like over 5R, and you know, sometimes it's like that. Yeah, that's all I got for now. If you have questions specifically regarding to the trades I put on, my ideas, my thoughts about markets, these are my thoughts after all. I'm not telling you to do anything really. It's only recollection of what I've done. Feel free to post your questions, and most definitely like the video. And that's all I got. See you in the markets.